What is up, guys? I want to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how I found my trade on Tesla and what I look for, as well as how I found my trade on Pan W. So gonna go ahead and get started. The week before, not this week that just passed, but the week before that, Pan W had premium earnings, and basically they had earnings which the premium was jacked up. Of course, usually when they have good earnings, or whenever uh earnings are gonna go ahead and settle in for the market, usually it's jacked up. And so Pan W at 386 on a Monday, 5 points out is 390 at 1590, which is outrageous. So and you can see the week after, 5 points out, 386, 5 points out on Monday, it's 735. So not only did the premium cut in half, but you can see that shift in momentum of in the premium, of which 5 points out of money was on that Monday and then the Monday following. So if you look right here on the Friday, 5 points out of money is 380, and this is me just tracking the premium each day before market close. So you can see the next following Friday, 5 points out of money, 387, 5 points, 392, 380. So not only is the premium flat for 5 points out of money on a Friday after close, but I want to show you something else that I've seen. So 10 points out of money. You can see same thing Friday, 10 points out of money each given day wherever it closed at. Not only did the premium raise for that Friday following from 33 cents from 230, but that's hinting at me that Pan W is slowly changing direction or where it wants to go. If I go back to Pan W, you can see how every time it gets to that level of 400, that it just drops down. And so to precisely see what I'm talking about, if you look at 397, every time Pan W climbs to 397, so 2 points, 4 points, 5 points on that day, 397, the next day following, it drops. Same for the week following. If you look at it, Monday it climbs back up to 397, and then same thing, plus 10 points, it's right at that 397. But then guess what, next day following it drops again. And so if you just look at it like this, as you're keeping track of the premium and what levels that it likes and what level it doesn't like, it seems like every time it gets to that 397 it drops. So that's letting me know, okay, well, 400 is hard for Pan W to get through. So and so that shift of change in the premium to being flat for 5 points, and then me noticing that on the 10 points that the premium slowly switched from 230 to 263. 10 points out of money is 10 points out of money. So if it's 230 one day on a certain day, and then the following it's changed, it should be around that price, and you can tell it should be around 230. Well, it's 263. So you won't notice that on a using charts, you won't notice that much, but with premium it helps me track of which direction that the stock can go. So right now I'm expecting Pan W to try and test that 397 one more time. Usually it fall, or it go down heavily, but it tested and it didn't fall that much. You can tell Pan W -12 and then +3. So it has a long way to go. But if we look at Tesla, and so Tesla is I got into Tesla Friday before, so I'm explaining why. So Tesla at 350, if you notice, every time it hits 350 it drops. And so next day following, -4 points, next day following, -14, next day following, -20 points. So keep on going. +10 has a small pop on Friday, and then right back another huge pop back on 338. So right there, +8. It's right at that 350 range. Guess what? Slowly dies down again. It's 342, 339. So not only are we 11 points away from 350, it's letting me know that okay, well 350 is that level that it wants to go through. +13, another huge pop. 352. We're at that 350 range. Next day following on that Monday when the market opens, -14. So it's kind of obvious if you're tracking the premium and you look at what level is Tesla like. So 350 is that number. Next day following, -36 cents. Not too much happened. Kind of flat on that day entirely. Next day, -6. This was a short week, so the market really didn't react too much. Thanksgiving was on a Thursday, so market did not open. Now that brings us to that Friday that just passed, +13 points. It's right at that 345 range, so it's getting at that 350 level, and so 5 points out of money is 745. I didn't enter this trade at the 5 point level, but I noticed that every time it hits 350, that it goes up just a little bit. Yeah, you can sell your contract or whatever price you buy it at and sell it, whatever it pops to, but given the circumstance, this is Tesla's third week trying 350. And so usually after 3-4 times, you'll know when a pop is coming. And so that's my number one reason on why I kind of took this trade. Because if you look, a stock can bounce at a certain level for quite some while. But after that, fourth time, then, something, happens, whether it's news coming out, whether it's the Fed speaking, or whether it's some type of it could be a PCE, PPI, or it could be some Elon could talk, or whatever the market likes, it'll price that price in for that contract. So that is my reason on why I took this Tesla trade, and usually it does pop a little bit. So you can see 352, you could have sold it just a little bit tad up. See, I'm at 345. I believe I bought it at below 345 or around before it went up 13 points. So I'm up a little bit. Now if it runs to 350, I might sell it at 350, or I might just hold on to it and see, depending on how my risk management is for that day. Usually I do sell a double on whatever I make. So if I put in 100, I'll sell it at 2. If I put in 200, I'll sell it at 4. Or maybe some days I'm just not, feeling the market, so I'll just sell it at, up 1. So if it's at 100 and it's at 150, I'm up 1. That's fine with me. Whatever how the market is moving. If SPX opens, greater than what I expected. If it's running during market opens and it comes flat, or if it drops, and I'll just wait till 11-12 o'clock to see where it comes back in as. Same with the Nasdaq. Try to see how these markets are playing out and what I can deviate from where the market can go. So if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, and if you guys want, I'll go ahead and make more videos on how I find trades. Thank you for watching.